All right. We got a roadmap, supposedly. I see right here, living roadmap for Temtem Swarm. What lies ahead? So I like roadmaps. I don't mind them not having dates because that means you're applying pressure on yourself. You just want to, be able to work at your own pace, and when it's done, it's done. I like that. Let's scroll down here. All right. Hey, Tamers. We hope you've been defeating never-ending swarms after Temtem Swarm launch on November 13th. Please allow us to take a small breather to talk to you about something interesting and important matters. Okay. First off, thank you for that launch. Okay. We're still spending from all the support, players, and feedback we received throughout launch week, and we're thankful as ever that you've been with us to welcome Temtem Swarm into the Temtem universe. Thank you for your feedback, for your enthusiasm, for your bug reports, for all your comments. Like that. We hope to continue making Temtem Swarm a game you enjoy and love that brings us to the next point. Great. Our next steps for Temtem Swarm. Okay. Since Temtem Swarm's launch on Steam a week ago, we've been hard at it fixing and correcting issues, pushing out hot fixes. We will continue doing this for as long as is needed, of course, until everything is polished. That said, we know you're hoping to hear about the next substantial updates involving content. To that end, we put together the graphic roadmap that goes over some of the content we want to launch. Okay. As you can notice, we didn't include any sort of dates and we kept it broad. Oh, I like that. Okay. We like this for a roadmap because it accounts for any wild ideas we might want to implement, as well as issues, both human and technical, that can happen until that time. As always, we'll start dropping more info and spoilers as we get closer to the updates, and they'll be notified in advance. It is also super important to keep in mind that despite us posting this, everything is still subject to change, be replaced, or be rescheduled. They don't have to say what they just said, but I like the fact they're being transparent. Just want to put that out there. Okay, we got the roadmap. Temtem, okay. New map, Omninesia. Okay, I don't know this map. That's why I started playing the original Temtem, right? 2 new playable Temtem. Oh, 2 new. Okay. Spots reworked. More swarm behaviors. Okay. Balance, polishes, and more. Now, they said balance, so maybe it's also still trying to balance the behavior of the Tems. Because right now, some Tems are just like paused while playing. They're running, well, they're trying to run, but they're not going anywhere. There's some Tems stronger than others right now, but that's because of the skills that you can unlock in general. So, I don't want to look at that. But they got more swarm behavior. So right now they got projectiles, things that can drop in the ground. I feel like the projectiles are fine. It's a lot. It can be a lot if you're not KOing enemies. The drops on the ground, it seems so huge. And when you're having this what's it called? It's a spot you have to stand in for X amount of time, and the big glop enemy comes down, and you gotta try to keep him at range, but it's sometimes hard to. And how so much area they take up, I just feel like, man, something gotta be done about that. Like, I'm not saying, wait a minute. These are 2 eggs, I just realized that. I don't know what these eggs could be. Like, one looks like a nature egg, and one looks like a dark egg. So I don't know, I just noticed that. But I do like the fact they still want to polish the game. That's great. But let's look at this next part. Future plans, 3 new maps, 4 new playable Tem. There's a fire one. I see a fire, earth, that looks digital. So anyone that says, oh, they already have a digital Tem. Well, guess what? We can have more than 1 Tem that represents something. Because right now, we still have 2 Tems that are crystal, right? We got 2 Tems that are toxic. And right now, when it comes, there's no crystal ultimate. So hey, anything's possible right now. But yo, 3 new maps, 4 new playable Temtem, challenge modes. I want to see challenge modes. Co-op pings, I like that. I didn't think they want to add that, but I'm glad they're doing it. Tempedia, we like that. Lumas and Umbras. I think these are equivalent to shinies for Pokemon, that's what you're asking. This is a living roadmap outlining our current plans for Temtem Swarm. Plans can and will evolve as we listen to your feedback and navigate development during early access. I like it. As you can imagine, we're already working on the next update. The one that will unlock Omninesia for all you direct. It should also include the rework to spots that we wanted to have ready for the early access launch that couldn't make it. And that's surely going to make the swarm fighting more enjoyable. Wait, let me read that back. As you can imagine, we are already working on the next update. When I unlock Omninesia for all you direct. It should also include the rework to spots that we wanted to have ready for early access launch and couldn't make it. So that means they wanted to have more in the early access. They didn't have the time. Okay. They're surely going to make the swarm fighting more enjoyable. Now, I don't know what they mean by that. Not included in this roadmap, but also for our plans before we tackle the next update are some things we consider key. Like the key remapping feature, okay. Optimization, right? And the quest to get verified on Steam Deck. This isn't verified on Steam Deck, huh? Okay. Those are at the top of our priority list. It makes sense to me. You might say, oh, no, you don't have to worry about Steam Deck. No. You want this on as many platforms as possible. It's early access, Steam Deck. The game is on Steam anyway. Yes, they should optimize for it. Makes sense. And that's not even on the map. They just want the game to be as best as possible. Remember that one of the reasons the game is in early access is so that your feedback can help us shape it. This channel in our Discord server is to provide feedback and ideas. And I only ask that you search around first to see if someone has proposed the same thing. We do our best to read everything, although we cannot reply to the brunt of it all. Thank you and sorry. You're human beings. That's it. Thank you so much for all the passion you've shown Temtem Swarm in the past few days. We hope you'll continue to give Swarm your support as we progress in its development and get close to a bombastic game. Until then, see you tamers and Temtem up. Okay. First off, I want to state anyone who has a favorite Tem, they should be writing down that they want this Tem in the game, regardless if he is a mob or not. Now, I know someone was stating they want this one Tem and says, "Oh, you evolve by choosing different moves." I'm like, if the Tem has like 6 moves, well, 6 evolutions, it's hard to implement unless they're gonna bring in different evolutions of, characters to choose from. Like, say for example, on Pokemon Unite, there's like I don't know how many evolutions, and they started adding an Eevee. Well, they added an Umbreon, but you started Eevee, right? They had Sylveon, and it started as the Eevee. They added the N character. You started off with the Eevee, but the Eevee played differently. So if it was a Tukma, I would say they should have moves already for the later stage character. But your character is what the character is. You shouldn't go by special condition. It sounds great, but that's a lot of programming. That's the only thing I really put out there. But other than that, you got like a straightforward Tem, like for example, I don't know. Volphy, I use that as an example. You want Volphy in the game? Sure. You can probably think of some moves. Now, am I going to think of moves? Not really. I'm just going to play the game and have fun. I'm actually enjoying the game for what it is. I'll let the other people be creative. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy this game right now. I'm going to be playing it as soon as I end this video. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribing, because you can put that subscribe button that's right over here. And don't forget, you can watch the videos over here. I want to see you in there too, all right? You enjoy yourself.